Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of the Athletics franchise here on MLB The Show 24 as we're in the final week of the regular season. So this will be the final episode of year number 2 before we get into the postseason festivities. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. The Athletics currently sit 68-88 on the season. They got 6 games left. It'd be great to hit 70 wins. We'll see if we can do it. Just got to win 2 of our next 6. We'll start off against the Rangers, who are currently the 5 seed in the American League, with John Gray on the mound. It'll be Zach Geloff, of course, leading off for the Athletics. And then we are underway here with the first pitch, as Geloff will ground out to first to begin. And we'll take a look at this A's lineup today. Normal starters, except for Nick Allen, is at DH today. No Frazier in the lineup. He's currently dealing with an injury. But we'll see Davidson in the 2-hole, Noda in the 3, Soderstrom the 4, Ruiz, Diaz, Rooker, Langoliers, and Nick Allen. Here's Logan Davidson up next to 2. He gets jammed, but he'll poke it through the left side of the infield for the first hit of the ball game. As he waits on first base for Ryan Noda up next to 2 to him, and he looks at strike 3. Fastball gets him low for the second out. Soderstrom looking to keep the inning alive, and he can't connect on the circle change, and Gray will get through the first. On the mound for the Athletics will be Mick Abel, the trade deadline acquisition from the Phillies for a slew of veteran players. He's up to a 5 ERA, though, trying to bring that down here today with Leody Taveras leading off for the Rangers. And with an 0-2 pitch, Taveras will begin the ball game for Texas with a leadoff single into right field. We'll bring up Matt Vierling up next, 1-0 pitch to him, and he's going to rip this one into left. It will be gloved by Soderstrom for the first out of the ball game on the Texas side. And we'll take a look at the Rangers lineup. We said they're 85-71. They're the 5 seed, 2 games back for the division, so they could improve upon that. We'll see Corey Seager up next, who's having a career season, followed by Josh Young, Adolis Garcia, Jonah Heim, Justin Foscue, Daniel Mateo, and Matt Scheffler on the back end. A lot of rookies in the back half of the lineup. Seager up next is going to swing through a pitch, but Tavares will take second base, so that'll be his 8th stolen base of the season. Later in the at-bat, Seager will ground out to Noda, so that'll move Tavares up to third. But with 2 outs, they need a base hit from Josh Young. Will they get that? 1-0 pitch to Young, and he's going to pop this one up over to Noda, so both pitchers get through the first, scoreless, despite giving up 1 base runner. We'll go bottom 2 now, 1 down for Jonah Heim, and he's going to get us started with the scoring. This one crushed deep to right field and way out of here. You can't even see the picture. As Jonah Heim, the former one-time Athletic, hits a home run off us, his 10th home run of the season. Now a 2-time Gold Glove winner. Shows the offensive side of his skill set, 1-0 Rangers. Go bottom 4 now. Mabel still on the mound as there's been no scoring since that bomb. But Josh Young looking to change that as he'll begin the bottom of the 4th with a double off of the left field wall. I'll bring up next the number 5 hitter, Adolis Garcia, with a nice chance to do some damage. 2-1 pitch to Garcia, and he's going to get plunked, so he'll take first base. As now 2 on, nobody out. Jonah Heim, we just hit the solo shot off of us. We'll bloop this one into right field, and it's going to land on the chalk for a base hit. Runner's going to score with ease. Heim's got his 2nd RBI of the day, and it's still nobody out. The rookie's now up next. Foscue will strike out first. How about Daniel Mateo? 2-2 to him. He will deliver. To the right field we go again. This one's going to roll all the way against the wall. 1 run will score. Second is going to round third. He's going to be sent home. The relay throw is in time, so it'll be a 1 RBI triple for Mateo. But it's 3-0 Rangers. Could have been worse. Scheffler will then strike out, but Texas now takes a 3-run lead. As we go top 6 now, Gray still in the mound as Zach Geloff will lead off this inning with a slap shot into right field. Davidson up next, who has one of our few hits today, actually has 2 for 2. You can see his splits here, a switch-handed hitter. Hits a little bit better against lefties, but he's held his own against righties today. 0-1 pitch, he skies up a fastball right over to third base, where Young will get underneath it. That'll be the first out of the 6th. Time for the power hitters. Ryan Noda now 2-2. He can't connect on the fastball, so it's up to Soderstrom to keep the inning alive. Our all-star from this season, 0 for 2 on the day. He's got an 0-1 pitch here, and he tries to turn on a fastball, but he's just going to loft it into center field. And the A's are scoreless through 6. Go into the bottom half of the 6th inning now. Zach Jackson will come in relief. Our ERA down now to a 5.37, trying to make it even better. He'll start off by striking out Josh Young on the high heater. Nice K there. How about Garcia? 2-0. Lofted to high center field, but Ruiz easily will camp underneath that one. Quick 2 down now for Jackson. You go 1-2-3. It's Jonah Heim, who will draw a walk. Come on, that definitely hit the zone. And the last runner will take first, and we'll bring in Mason Miller. Jackson on some short rest, so Mason Miller will be tasked with finishing off the 6th inning. He'll have to do it against Justin Foscue, and he'll get him to pop up into center field. So Miller will do his job, but it's still 3-0 Rangers. We need some offense. How about top 8 with 2 down? Logan Davidson will slap one over to first base. Nice effort over there, but he beats out the throw. So the speed of Davidson comes in clutch there. Inning stays alive now for Ryan Noda. 3-1, and he's going to tattoo a fastball to right field. That one is out of here. And finally, the Athletics are on the board. A 2-run homer from Ryan Noda gets the scoring started for the A's. And just like that, they're down by 1. 23rd homer of the season for Noda. And we're 3-2 now. And John Gray, he goes 7 2/3 strong, but he couldn't get the final out of the 8th. So we'll turn it over to the lefty, Matt Moore, as the former Los Angeles Angel will be tasked with getting the final outs, and he will do just that, jamming Soderstrom inside, and the 8th will come to a close. Going to the 9th inning now, it is time to slam the door here in Arlington for Jose Leclerc, the 2-time All-Star, currently 2nd in the American League with his 46 saves. Looking for number 47, he'll start off by striking out Esteury Ruiz. Number 6 hole hitter Jordan Diaz up next. Full count pitch, gets us a nice slider. Hits it well to deep left center at the track at the wall, but it's caught. Big missed opportunity there. I thought he had it. And then Rooker will swing through a slider, and that'll do it for this one. The Rangers win by a final score of 3-2. Diaz tried to apply the fireworks late, but just did not have enough steam, and the Rangers will pick up their 86th win of the season, while the Athletics will drop to 68-89. Tough for Micah Bell. He gets his 15th loss. I saw some flashes, though, in this game, so I'm not going to harp on the young guy too much. I'd like to see more going into 2026. Player of the game is John Gray. He pitched 7 2/3, great innings. They were scoreless until that 2-run shot, and the Rangers will take a Game 1 here in Arlington. Game 2 goes to the Rangers again. They walk it off in the 10th, as it was Leota Taveras who actually got walked off via a walk from Zach Jackson. That is not how you want to end the ball game. Then we lose Game 3, 9-4, so we get swept by the Rangers, as Robbie Francisco did not have a good outing. 6 earned and 4 1/3, but Daniel Susac went 3 for 4 with 2 doubles. We get some injury news. Lucas Urseg has now been cleared from injury, so he'll rejoin the pen, and we're going to send out Abraham Toro to make room for him. As we get ready for the final series of the season, a 3-game homestand against the Los Angeles Angels, and it'll be a home series, as the Angels actually still have a lot to play for. They're 82-77. They currently have a wild card seed, so we'll see if they can hold on to it. While the Athletics, they're going to be going with a young starter on the mound today. Luis Medina is going to get his first start of the season, and well, it's going to be his only start of the season. He hasn't played in the majors this year. He pitched in 4 starts last year, did not have a good ERA, spent most of the season with AAA, but he's played good with Las Vegas this year, so I wanted to give him one more shot before the season ends. So we'll see him today. Zach Neto will lead off for the Angels, and on the very first pitch, he will slap this one up the middle for a base hit. That's a nice diving effort by Davidson, comes up empty. Luis Rengifo up next, and it'll be Luis Medina who wins the battle of Luises as he gets in a pop-up behind home plate for Langoliers. And we'll take a look at this Angels lineup. Like I said, they're trying to fight for a playoff spot. It'd be a good story for the Angels to get it. Mike Trout, we know about his lack of success or lack of appearances in the playoffs. He would love to get back to that point. We'll also see Taylor Ward, Andy Ibanez, Rowdy Tellez, Joe Adell, Austin Meadows, and Anthony Mulrine. So speaking of Trout, he's the next batter up. First pitch to him, and he will get jammed and just dribble it over to Noda, who steps on the bag. So a quick second out now brings up Taylor Ward, and he will swing and miss on a slider. So a good first inning for Luis Medina. On the mound for the Angels will be the All-Star Griffin Canning, named to his first appearance this year. 3.01 ERA, of himself a very good season. Geloff, of course, will lead off for the A's, and he will strike out on the slurve, cutting away from a nice pitch there by Canning. How about Davidson? 1-2. He can't connect on the slider coming in at him. So quick 2 Ks for Canning. Will bring up Noda. Will he strike out the side? He will not, as he turns on a slider, but he will go 1-2-3 as it flies out to right field. Top 2 now, Medina's second inning as he gets Andy Ibanez to begin to hit this one loud to center. But again, the range of Ruiz on display. Ket tracks it down. Tellez up next will then hit this one opposite field into left. And Rowdy Tellez, the Sacramento native, will get into second base with a one-out double. Joe Adell now the DH up next. 3-2 to him. He's going to sky this one up for Jordan Diaz at third base. So I put 2 down now for the right fielder, Austin Meadows. 1-1 pitch, and he's going to hit this one up past the glove of Medina into center field. They're going to send Tellez home. The throw will be offline, and the Angels will score first off the RBI single from the former Tiger, Austin Meadows. Anthony Mulrine up next will hit this one to left center, and that'll end the second, but the Angels do push across the first run of the day. Go bottom 4 now. Logan Davidson leading off for the Athletics as he gets a fastball right down the middle. Hits it high and deep to right field, but it's just not deep enough. It's kind of been the story of the A's bats recently. They have had good contact. They just can't get it to drop. But this one will, as Ryan Noda gets a fastball down the middle, and he won't make the same mistake Davidson did. He puts good wood on it. And is a one-out double for Ryan Noda. Soderstrom up next. 3-0 pitch to him, and he'll walk on 4 straight pitches. Gannon wants nothing of Soderstrom, and I can't really blame him. I'll bring up Esteury Ruiz, though, our best clutch hitter on the team. He lined out back in the second. Got a runner scoring position here, and he will perfectly time up a slurve into center field. They'll send the runner, and Noda will be safe. So the Athletics tied up at 1 thanks to Esteury Ruiz coming through in the clutch again. Diaz up next will get jammed inside. He'll actually poke this one through the right side as the runner Soderstrom will be sent home, and he will be gunned down. Nice throw by Meadows. Keeps it a 1-1 game. Frazier now with 2 down, looking to drive home the runners. Gets a fastball inside. Good timing, but just flies out to center. So the Athletics do tie as we go into the 6th now. Mason Miller in relief for the A's. It's 5 earned from 5 runs, or 5 innings pitched for Medina, only 1 earned. I can't speak. So good performance by Medina. Miller will strike out Trout, and then you'll get Taylor Ward, who hits a heater to left center field, and it'll one-hop off of the wall as Ward has himself a 1-out double for the Halos. So runner in scoring position, Andy Ibanez up next, and you can see his splits. Thankfully, he's not facing a lefty right now, so he's been way better against that side of the pitcher's arm. 2-0, Ibanez will hit this one high into right field, slicing away from Rooker, but he will get there, and they will not test his arm, respecting Brent Rooker, as the runner will stay on second. Rowdy Tellez, who had the big double earlier, will draw a walk, so 2 on now for the next batter in Joe Adell. He gets a 1-0 pitch and crushes this one deep to right field. At the track goes Rooker, and he just has enough space. Allowed out number 3. Zach Plesac will take the bottom of the 6th for the Angels, the former Cleveland Guardian, with a 3.21 ERA out of the pen. His first batter, Soderstrom, will sit patiently on a 12-6, and he'll split the center and left fielder, and that'll be a leadoff double for the A's left fielder. So good start to the inning. Can we bring him home and take a lead? Ruiz up next. You saw him have the RBI earlier. You can see his splits. Pretty even. Full count pitch, and he's going to hit this one down the third base line and fair. Soderstrom held up because he wasn't sure if the third baseman would get to it, and that's going to stall him at third. So runners on the corners, nobody out, but Diaz will strike out on a fastball low. So just can't hit into a double play here. Adam Frazier hits right into a double play. The one thing you can't do, we stay tied up at 1 apiece. Going to the 7th inning now, Joe Barlow in relief for the Athletics. Been our best relief pitcher this season, making his 87th appearance of the season. That's a ton. First pitch is to Austin Meadows, and he'll ground out to Logan Davidson quickly. And the 9-hole hitter, Anthony Mulrine, behind the plate today. And he will hit this one right back up the middle. So the rookie, who was 0 for 6 going into this game, gets his first hit of the season. Zach Neto now at top of the lineup. He will swing and miss, but it was a hit and run, and Mulrine is dead in the water. Langoliers gets him, so now it's 2 down for the shortstop, and he will fly out to right field. So good job by Barlow to get through the 7th. Anthony Watts will take the 8th inning for the Angels. Look at that ERA, 2.06. A lot of good pitchers here in the Angels bullpen. It's been a big reason why they're a wild card caliber team. Soderstrom will lead off the inning. He gets jammed, but tries to poke it inside out. Can't do it, though, as Trout will fly it down. Ruiz tries to lay down a bunt, but a charging third baseman Ibanez will get him at first. That's a great throw by Ibanez. Ruiz is really fast. So now 2 down now for Diaz, who perfectly times one, but even a perfectly timed hit will not get a base hit. What an effort over a short, but come on, man. Go into the top of the ninth. Lucas Erceg will take the mound. He inherits a walk from a Joe Barlow, so a runner on first base. Nobody doubt for Tellez, who swings through the 99-mile-an-hour heater. Well, the next batter, Joe Adell. He's hitless on the day. Flew out in his last at-bat back in the 6th. 3-0 to him, and he walks on 4 straight pitches. And there's the Achilles heel of Erceg. He has very shaky command. Full count pitch to the next batter, but he at least gets Meadows to fly out to center field. Ruiz underneath it, and the runner will not test the arm of Ruiz. So respecting our outfielders are the Angels base runners. 2 down now for Mulrine, who will draw a walk as well. So second walk already of the inning for Erceg. Loads the bases, and a big spot here for Zach Neto. 2-2 pitch to the shortstop, and he can't pull the trigger on the sinker. Erceg leaves him loaded. Good job there. Takes us bottom 9 as we'll have Jose Quijada on the mound for the Angels. A chance here for the Athletics to walk it off. Frazier up first, full count, draws a walk. So the winning run is on first base with nobody down. We're going to bring in a pinch hitter. Accidentally did a double switch earlier, so the pitcher was in the lineup. So we're going to bring in Daniel Susac. A big spot here for the rookie. And he's going to chop this one right over to second base and a double play. Second double play of the day for the Athletics. Comes another big spot. So just like that, any threat neutralized. As now it's 2 down now for Shea Langoliers, and he will swing and miss on a circle change. So we're going to extra innings. Into the 10th we go. Jose Butto out of the pen. He will take the 10th inning, trying to get a couple innings out of him if need be. So we have the extra innings runner on second, and well, Butto is going to begin with doing what he does best, and that's walking a batter. Trout will then draw a walk, so of course Butto with his command is going to load the bases. Nobody down for Taylor Ward, who lays a squeeze bunt down. Geloff charges, tries to get the runner at home, and they can't, and everybody's safe. So the Angels get the 1 for free. Base is still loaded. Nobody out for Andy Ibanez, the former Detroit Tiger, with a big chance to open this one up. 1-0 pitch to him. A hard shot over to short. Davidson will go home this time over to first. It's a 6-2-3 double play. When's the last time you've seen those numbers turn a double play? But a big heads-up play by Davidson to go home. So now 2 down, but 2 in scoring position for Rowdy Tellez. And the call from manager Mark Kotze will be to just intentionally walk him and load the bases. So now Joe Adell. Huge spot here. 1-0. Chopper over to Davidson. This is not an easy play. He has to go to second. He makes it. So all in all, only 1 run given up. We go into the 9th against the Angels closer, the 2-time All-Star now, Matt Barnes, who is a former National, acquired this year to be the closer. We'll start off against Geloff. He gets him to swing and miss. That's a big out. Number 2 hole hitter, Logan Davidson. First pitch, chopper over to third. They're going to send the pitcher to third, so the runner will move off. And Davidson beats out the throw. Good hustle there. Now runners on the corners, 1 down. Ryan Noda up next. First pitch, and he cranks a 12-6 into center field. It's going to get down. It's going to score the run. But more importantly, Davidson is at third base. So the winning run, only 90 feet away. It's Soderstrom. You just can't put the ball on the ground. 1-1. You put the ball on the ground. Come on, man. You just can't do that. So we tie it up at 2. But we go into the 11th inning now. Butto actually pitches a pretty decent inning. He gets through it without allowing a run. So a big opportunity for us, bottom 11. We just can't do anything either, as Adam Frazier will fly this one up into center field. So both teams scoreless in the 11th. Top 12, Butto still on the mound. He begins against Mike Trout, who will make us pay. Splits the center and right fielders up against the wall. That's going to be an RBI double for Trout, and the Angels get the extra innings runner, but effectively get him for free because now Trout's on second base. Ward up next, 0-1. He rips it down the third base line at fair, and that's costly because that's going to score Trout. And now the Angels take a 2-run lead. Still nobody out. Runner also on second base. Here comes Joe Adell. Now with 1 on, or 2 on, 1 out, and Adell's going to crank this one off the wall, and the Angels are starting to drive that dagger in even further. It's 5-2 now. 2 runners in scoring position, still only 1 out. Next batter, Austin Meadows, chopper over to second. Geloff thinks about going home, but he can't make his decision, and everybody's safe. So run scores for free. Geloff, what are you doing? You got to get rid of the ball. 2 down now for Neto, who finally strikes out, but the Angels get 4. They'll bring in Jimmy Hergetz, and, well, just to save you the time and energy, the Athletics will get the first 2 batters down and then strike out with Geloff. So they go down with a whimper, and the Angels win this one 6-2 in 12 innings, and they take Game 1 of this 3-game set, which means we've dropped 4 straight, and if we want to win 70 games, we got to win our last 2 on the season. Ward gets player of the game. He had 3 doubles in this one, but we just had 3 grounding into double plays that just proved costly. I don't know if you were looking at the board in the back, but there were over 30 runners left in base today. That's insane. Rooker also suffered a minor injury in this game, so we're going to bring up Toro for the final 2 games of the season. And then in Game 2, we do win 4-3 thanks to a walk-off 3-run home run from Shea Langolier. So big shot there. So can we win the final game and win 70 games? No, we cannot. We lose 8-6. Geloff, though, did have a home run. He gave it his best effort. But we finished the season 69-93, which means it is time to call it quits on year number 2. We'll have a couple more episodes left. We have the recap in the next episode, and then we'll go through the World Series. But that's it for year number 2. We're almost ready for another offseason. I'm super excited to get into it. This will officially make this the longest baseball series I've done here on the channel, and I'm excited to get even deeper with this series. Off-season premiere will be a week from it today, next Friday, so I cannot wait to get to that one to you. But in the meantime, we'll see who wins the World Series and recap the season. But I hope you guys enjoyed year 2. If you did, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.